He owns the beachfront property directly in front of our house, or their house. They're going through a thing with lawyers right now.
All right, so it's civil, yeah.
Yes.
I'm listening.
But he already just made me very uncomfortable because he was recording something on his phone about it. After I told him I was uncomfortable and I asked him to leave, and he goes, "No, I own this. I have a right to be here." They've owned it for 17 years. They used to own that property. They sold the house, built a new one, moved solely on the front property. So he's been yelling at them and having problems. I haven't seen him since I've been house sitting here for 2 weeks while they're in Alaska. I've also been house sitting for them 17 years, but he came over, I think purposely because he saw the kids and everybody going towards the beach because he thinks he solely owns it. So I have paperwork signed from the owners of the house stating that there's stuff with lawyers and everything just in case something happened. But he just made me very uncomfortable, so I'm better now that he left. I'm only here for 2 more days, but just because my kids were out there and he refused to leave.
All right, you know his name or anything? Or
I have it on the paperwork in the house.
You want me to talk to him, or what do you
I just want you to tell him that until the homeowners come back, he should not come on the property.
All right, I could tell him that, and if he, I don't know this is all civil. I can't decide who owns what. So if he says I own it, I can go over, then that's the way it's going to be until they, obviously there's lawyers and everything else.
But just because my kids are here, that's the only reason.
No, I get it. What's your last name?
C-O-R.
Hang on now, you're too fast, boy. What's the last name?
C-O-R.
Yep.
N-E-L-I-S-O-N. My first name is Owen. It's Michelle.
What's the first name?
Michelle.
C-H-E-L-E? Or two L's?
2 L's.
When's your birthday?
Hey. Meredith's on the beach, if you want to say hi. What was this question? She was my daughter from school.
Oh, that's fine. Wait, mine or yours, technically?
Huh?
That's mine?
Oh.
This is mine, right?
I believe it's mine.
I don't know. We'll just make sure. I'm thinking the civil. I don't know if you know more than I do about this.
No, I have no idea.
She's house sitting for them and a fella that's been claiming that he owns it. But you can talk.
So I've been house sitting here for almost 2 weeks. Okay. The owners are going through attorneys because the guy insists that the beachfront property is owned by him, even though it's directly in front of their house.
Oh, okay.
And he came up here today, so I keep looking for the dog that ran off. So he came over while we were going down to the beach, and he was recording something on his phone. Okay. I asked him if I could, I was like, "Can I help you?" And he kind of just looks at me and goes, "No." I go, well, I'm a little uncomfortable with you being here. And he goes, "I own this. I have a right to be here. I'm filling in holes for my dog." I never saw his dog out there.
Okay.
And I was like, "Well, I'm going to have to ask you to leave because I'm uncomfortable." And he goes, "I'm not leaving."
Okay.
So.
And he was on this property or on
he was
his?
right directly in front of the house.
Okay.
Now, this is a breezeway for people to get to another dock, and he's allowed to go down to the lower beach to launch like a kayak and stuff. But the upper beach belongs to this property. They've been paying taxes on it for 17 years.
So there's a community sliver down there?
This is the community sliver right here, and then there's a private dock. But there's a certain number of houses that are allowed to go to the lower beach to launch things.
Right, okay.
Not boats, because it's like a stone wall you can drop down from.
Oh.
But he started harassing them about this beach once they moved into this house. Because they used to own that house.
Okay.
And it was one full lot, but then they sold the back lot after they built the house and moved up front.
Okay.
So they have paperwork that they signed.
So was he on the strip when he was?
So he walked
Okay.
on the breezeway, but then he came onto the beach and stayed up there, and then told me he wasn't leaving because he owns it and he has every right to be there.
Okay. So and you said I read the notes on our way. So this is an ongoing civil issue that has already.
They've never
taken
called
off.
the police before.
No, but
No,
like
but
you
with
said
the
there's
lawyers and stuff.
involved.
Yeah, so they had their
So
attorney
property
sent.
stuff is civil.
Right. I'm just uncomfortable because the kids are down there.
Right.
I asked him to leave in a nice way. He was recording.
Okay.
So he.
Is he still down there? Or
No,
did he go back to
he just right before he drove up.
She was
he had
going to
just
get his
walked.
address to see where he is.
So, and then the dog ran off, and during all of this, I don't know where he went.
Oh, okay. Michelle, he's in the house. I caught him.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
one less problem for today?
Yes. I was like, of course now. And like, I started walking down the road, and then I saw you pull around the corner. I was like, everything. So I'm
Michelle,
uncomfortable.
right?
Yes, I'm just uncomfortable with him not leaving when I asked him nicely to leave.
Sure.
That I'm not the homeowner, and just like if he wants to talk to them when they're here, that's fine. But since I'm a house sitter, like
Yeah, and you're not involved in it. And
No, and my kids are there and everything, and,
Sure.
I didn't get into that with him. I just asked him nicely, and that's when he was like, "I have every right. I'm not going anywhere."
Okay.
So until they come home on Monday, I would appreciate it if he didn't come down. He can deal directly with the owners, and I have documentation in the house from the owners stating all of this in case the situation actually happened.
Just remind me the spelling on your last name. CORNEL
IS1. Yep.
And what's your name? We should walk back home.
Yeah, he lives in the corner house right there on the.
She was just gonna look it out in the paper, so we get the right address.
Yeah. I mean, we can stop by and make contact again. Like, obviously, if this is community.
This property,
Yeah.
And then he can walk over the upper beach that this is all about and go down to the lower beach, but he has no rights to that area, and him staying there and like
And recording your kids. Right.
I don't. It wasn't aimed at the kids, but just recording in general.
I mean, again, that's tough in a public setting. Public being you know what I mean? But we'll just make contact and we'll just try to say like that you have nothing to do with the ongoing issue, that you're not a part of it, and see if we can just
right. So if he would just be kind enough to not.
Yeah.
He doesn't. If his dog makes a hole over there, if he runs over, just leave it. You can fill it in.